we got a minor update today. We got the homie Davey Dentside and Balkan. Doesn't have much social media, but we try to do everything ourselves here and try to do it by ourselves as much as we can. But I'm not about to be throwing a cab on a trailer by myself. It's kind of a bitch. So we got the boys here. We got everything loaded up. Shit's getting handled. We got a few updates with the frame swap and the body swap and all that today. So let's get right into it. Hi! Is the door open? So you can generally tell anything that's not David's on the property because it's not a Ford.
I have a couple internationals too.
Okay, yeah, he does have a few internationals. Got some Scouts. He does have one Dodge, but the rest of all the junk Chevy shit is mine.
Are GMC.
Are they?
Yeah.
Which one?
The gray one there and the boom truck in the front. You can't see it from here.
No. Hey, there's my old F-350.
Yeah.
See?
There was a Ford at Christian's house, so I had to take it.
I have owned one Ford, and I stole an
Balkan's
axle
gonna
out of it.
steal your square body.
Balkan, don't take my goddamn square body. I don't know if any of you guys remember this. Any of the hardcore followers would. This is the one that cleaned out the Suburban. And then we got my ghetto sketchy parts Tahoe over here. This thing's got my spare 14 bolts under it, and it's actually sitting on a 2500 chassis that I have. This is actually going to be my chassis donor for the old single cab build up again. When we getting that white single cab together, I'm actually going to use the front half of this frame and the rear half of the current crawler's frame. So stay tuned on that one. That's going to be a pretty fun build this year. God damn it, Davey. Random 9-inch. Yeah, so this is actually kind of the truck that started it all for me with the crawler shit. I went down to Pahrump back in 2012 and paid $800 for this truck. And this is what I actually got my Kingpin 60 out of. This is like the last generation of the Kingpin 60s, but David ended up picking it up off me. We did some sort of deal that I can't even remember anymore.
I think we money and trade.
I think it was like a trade for a diff cover. but yeah, so he's thinking maybe like a long-term pre-runner project, like a crew cab short bed. I don't know, what do you think?
I also have a super cab there that might get welded to the back of the crew and make a super crew out of it.
Ooh. So it'd be like a 6-door with no doors.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comment and see what you think. If we got any fucking Ford owners here, any Ford fans, I mean, I know my channel's not really suited for you guys, so I don't really blame you if you're not here. But
I wouldn't be there.
You are there though.
I know, sucks.
Guilty by association now, motherfucker. So yeah, no, any of you guys that are following any Ford pages and follow Davey, comment. I wanna see something done with this, because I really like this thing, because it's actually it's not even just an OBS, it's a bullnose. And those are kind of the only older Fords I wanted to build. So I want to see him build a long-traveled 4-door pre-runner out of it. But let's see what you guys think. If they tell you what to build, are you gonna build it?
I'll put it in my lineup with the 20 others I'm building.
Yeah, with all of, you know, that. Not those are mine, but, you know, the rest of them. All right, I'm gonna go home and start stripping this fucking frame down. Since we didn't have the baby this weekend, I guess it's time to go back to work on trucks. Well, appreciate the help, boys.
No problem.
You'll probably see one of them tomorrow, or both of them. Today, got to throw the front suspension on the DISASTERMAX to make it rollable. We're gonna haul it out to Davey's house and get it off the trailer, get the cab off, get the bed off, and get that rolling chassis back on so I can bring it home and strip all the diesel components off of it. DISASTERMAX is together. I mean, together-ish. It's got some super sick negative camber, bro. Dance game. But wheels are on it, suspension's on it. It'll roll now, and we're gonna head out Davies.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was really cold at the fucking house.
I bet. I didn't work on anything today. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care.
I didn't want to work on anything either, but my kid can come any minute, so I said, fuck this, I'm taking this goddamn thing apart.
You want to either back or pull through that dip there next to that blue Ranger trailer?
Sure.
That'll get the trailer low enough. We should be able just to roll this right off.
I might have to test 4-wheel drive.
There you go.
All right, fuck it. Getting it.
And then we can get the bed off and the cab off and see.
It's gonna be a bitch rolling it off the trailer too.
Is it?
It looks
No steering?
it's wide. No, I put a steering shaft in it.
Okay.
But it's wider than the fucking fenders.
See that?
Do you have brakes?
One.
Fuck. All right, let's look. This is stupid. Actually looks pretty damn good on there. Utility bed's dropped. That's its new home for the time being. Okay, we said fuck it. It's cold as shit. I can't feel my hands or my face or anything for that matter, because all the wind comes right down off those goddamn mountains and just ruins our lives.
Pussy.
Fuck you, you're cold too. You don't want to do anything either. So I'm gonna go drop this piece of shit off and go back to town and work on other shit. It's day 3. We got froze out last night. Too tired, too cold to try to figure out a real plan. So today we're gonna try pulling this cab off with his boom truck. We've got a chain hoist on it, and that boom truck sits up pretty dang high. So best case scenario, we can pull right underneath it, hook it from the cab, pull that cab right off, and drive out from under. If not, we're gonna have to push the whole chassis off the trailer, get it set underneath the boom truck, and then obviously pull the cab off and reload it. We got weather coming in. Gotta try to beat it. The house is right over there. Looks like shit's coming down off the fucking mountains again. Oh, look at that. Don't look good. So there's our plan. Boom truck. Oh, God damn it, this thing rides like a brick shit house. Hopefully that's gonna be high enough. Shit. Alright, in case you guys didn't know how sketchy we like to get around here, we got the strap sucked. Bakken got the strap sucked. He's the knock guy in the group here. Alright, Bakken, what do you think? How many half hitches?
Only 2 half hitches. But you got a multi-wrap, so the half hitches ain't got the pressure on them, so they'll hold.
I hope this works. I think it will. I'm just trying not to damage my cab. So in case you guys want to know, I don't have a tripod. I don't set anything up on a tripod or anything like that. I kind of built my own. So we got the iPhone here, time-lapsing. I actually wedged it with a stick so it sit at the right angle. I think it's filming everything. I can't really tell because this leaf spring block's just kind of in the way. But if not, at least you guys have a few shots of the GoPro. I have one little sliver of battery left, or else I just would have left this filming the whole time. So, yeah, this is where we're at. About to hoist this piece of shit off and hopefully just drive out of here and happily into the sunset. But it's snowing, and it's cold, and it's windy, and we're using minimal straps on a maximum job, so we'll update. Thankfully, I just remembered that I put the steering shaft in this before we left, so I thought we were unloading it. Now we're not, and now, luckily I remember to get this out of here. Yes, that could have posed a problem. Alright, shaft is out. Looks like everything else is free. Don't see anything else attached, I hope. Alright, I'm gonna reiterate, this was stupid. Cab's off, it's chilling. This is its new home for the time being. Everything else is loaded. Grab my hood, grab my chassis, grab my wheels. I gotta go home and unload all this garbage. I'm tired and I'm cold and I'm sick of this. I don't know why the hell I started working on trucks. I should have taken up golf. So I'm finishing up my editing for the night, and I realized my entire outro is washed of audio. It's just straight wind. So I figured I'd sum it up here, be that guy that does it on his couch. I know it sucks, but it is what it is. So we got the cab off. It was a massive pain. There's a lot of things we should have done differently, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. We probably should have dropped the whole chassis on the ground, but we were going to be fighting those wheel wells all the way off. All we needed was an extra foot of clearance, and we would have been able to just drive right off from underneath it. But since we didn't have it, it was just a constant battle of, dropping the chassis, undoing the springs, then catching the springs underneath the body, little things like that. But we got it done. My phone was on time lapse and died about 2 hours in. That wind and that cold just immediately killed my battery. We came out there with a full battery and it died that fast. But that's why we didn't get any more shots of it. But like I said, we got it done. That's the main thing here. For the rest of you guys that actually stuck around this long, it's really cool to see. Really stoked to be getting the feedback that I'm getting. This was my first real video that I shot primarily on a GoPro. It was a lot of challenges, a lot of differences. You know, you'll see in a few times in this video where I'm actually like looking down at my phone and, you know, making sure I'm in the shot, because, you know, I've never had one of these before. I don't know what I'm doing. Another big update is soon, probably 2 or 3 videos from now, we won't be doing all the editing on my phone. Every video we've been putting out this far has been straight up on the iPhone using iMovie and nothing else, and it's been a mess. It's hard. It's a lot more work. It's worth it, but it's just absolutely terrible. So tax time, I'm getting myself a badass computer, getting some editing software, and we're going to be doing this big time. So thanks for sticking by. We're going to be making things a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, a lot more of the family involved, and you know, we're stoked for the future. Things are going down. Keep an eye out for part 4 of the DISASTERMAX rebuild. If you haven't seen any of the other parts that we've done, this is obviously part 3. If you haven't seen part 1 or 2, you'll see those at the end of the video, and obviously on my page if you subscribe. So thanks for everything. To my fans, my followers, my friends, I really appreciate all the support we've gotten. This is something I never imagined I'd be doing, and I'm really stoked to be getting the feedback that I'm getting. So I'm going to keep at it, and you guys keep asking, I'm going to keep doing it. And until next time, comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Later.